Hey guys, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're going to be looking at an article about Call of Duty implementing pay-to-win skins for their DMZ mode. There's a very tricky way they've tried to implement pay-to-win mechanics. They've not done it in an obvious way, but they've attached it to skins. But yeah, anyway, we're going to jump into this article, guys, and see what it says. So Call of Duty is selling blatantly pay-to-win DMZ skins. As DMZ inches out of the beta status, the community that it has attracted is deeply unhappy with the new additions. That would include myself. I played DMZ quite a lot. I probably play it more than anything else. I love it as an extraction shooter. It's really fun to play. But yeah, this news of pay to win has no place in online competitive shooters. Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 just entered its third season with a brand new battle pass and plenty of cool looking stuff in the shop. But there's a bit of a problem, actually. It's kind of a big problem. Yep, that's a massive understatement. Some of that cool looking stuff is currently under fire by fans of Warzone 2.0's DMZ mode, who are concerned that the premium skins included grant an unfair game-breaking bonus. Worse, leaks of skins that have yet to be added appear on DMZ into a virtual pay-to-win game. So let's continue on with what it says. So DMZ arrived in Warzone 2.0 back in November of 2022, currently still in the beta. Most expected there to be some bumps in the road with Activision worked out the kinks for a more approachable take on the growing extraction shooter genre. Seasons 1 and 2, various ups and downs with tweaks to bot difficulty. This was a massive thing for myself. The bots were just absolutely insane. They could shoot you from far away, one-shot you from ridiculous places. It was just too hard for the casual player to jump into DMZ. You get really sort of, you lose interest because it just becomes, the learning curve is just too difficult for casual people, I think. Spawn location and loot availability, yep, they changed that all up for the better, which I'm pretty happy with. But one of the latest additions comes in the form of DMZ bonus effects. This is what we're going to be talking about here, guys. This is real bad stuff. Attached to premium cosmetics. Right now, some of these premium skins contain arguably unfair permanent boost to inventory capacity, while other upgrades reveal in data mines suggest that the future premium skins will offer even greater advantages. It has many players concerned that DMZ will end up deeply favouring those who spend most money in the shop, and it's hard to argue that the sentiment is wrong. Yeah, so nobody wants this pay-to-win mechanics in a competitive online shooter. It just doesn't work. It's going to make everybody proper annoyed. DMZ is losing players as it is. This is just going to turn more people off from the game mode, which is just really not a good thing. But let's continue on. Kotaku has reached out to Activision for a comment, but they did not receive a reply. Of course they didn't. Premium skins create an uneven playing field in DMZ. Yep, that's absolutely correct. Currently, anxiety over the Bomb Squad cosmetic pack, which adds a medium backpack when you launch into a round of DMZ, is proven to be controversial. This is the thing, guys. So everybody in DMZ, when you die, you lose all your equipment. You start off with a small backpack. You have X amount of slots for your equipment. If someone's going to be starting off with a bigger backpack size, they're going to have more slots for equipment. They can carry more equipment. They have an unfair advantage over everybody else who should be starting on the same, should be starting on a fair grounds with the same amount of slots. But yeah, let's break down why this is a crappy thing. A bit of an understatement there. So, as an extraction shooter, DMZ is about preserving your momentum through each consecutive match. If you play smart, you get good loot and you hang on to it for subsequent rounds, and you do better in each match because you have better gear. Die and you will lose everything. That loss is a great equalizer of the mode. It's what you're fighting to prevent in each gun battle. Some of the loot is what you'd expect from Call of Duty: guns, grenades, various tactical gear, and etc. But DMZ has also backpacks in 3 sizes. It has a small, a medium, and a large. Finding a large backpack means you can carry more gear. After dying or starting from a new account, your backpack is reduced to the starting size of small. Dying and getting reset back to scratch is part of DMZ's loop. It's where we all go back when we screw up or we hit a streak of bad luck. Like Dark Souls, you just got to accept that you're going to die. Absolutely, it doesn't matter how good you are. DMZ is pretty savage. You got to play against bots. You got to try and do missions. You got to try and, avoid being hunted down by other players. It's pretty savage. It doesn't matter how good you are. Everybody's going to die and lose your stuff. You're going to lose all your stuff permanently at some point or another. But at least we get to reset back to the same place together, right? Apparently not. So this is a screenshot here, guys. EOD Specialist. And as you can see here, we've got DMZ bonus effect. This is a brand new thing that we've not seen before. And it says here, medium backpack free. So you're going to start off with a medium backpack instead of a small. You're going to have more slots to carry more gear, which gives you an unfair advantage over other people. This shouldn't be in a Call of Duty game. I completely agree. Sadly, that's no longer the case. Right now, the Bomb Squad Premium Cosmetic Bundle which costs 1,200 COD points. You have to pay at least $20 a pack of 2,000 COD points to afford this. So it costs $20 for the skin. $20 for the skin. You get the inventory upgrade. We just don't want that. Is offering players a free medium backpack at the start. It doesn't take rocket science to do the math here. Spending money in the shop, you can always reset after death to a better place for those who don't. While it's true that the player's arsenal weaponry, which can provide randomly generated weapons found in the map, or their own custom weapons designed in the gunsmith, it does make a difference in who's more likely to win in a shootout. What makes it all fair in DMZ is that you're more likely to earn your good gear through playing the game. That's completely true. If you're good at what you do, if you take out other players, you're going to acquire their equipment. When they die, they drop a backpack and you can pick up their stuff. Without the chance of smart playing. Also, you can find it randomly in crates. The longer you survive, the more chances you're going to have to find stuff. You can also lose guns, armor, and better backpacks. The custom weapons get a cooldown period, which reduce by doing subs. Yeah, so you can like nominate certain weapons into a special slot, and they go on a cooldown. So when you die, that specific weapon that you've chosen, you won't lose it permanently, but there is a cooldown period. But if you do well in the different rounds, the cooldown period's reduced, and you get back to that weapon. And that's not an unfair advantage because everybody gets to do that. The new Bomb Squad skin, however, grants a permanent free leg up to this owner, letting them acquire more loot and thus always outpacing someone who has purchased said skin. Upon death, they'll always come back better equipped because they have more inventory spaces. Perhaps increased inventory space might be forgivable if this is the only sore spot in the new season of Warzone. Some data mining, however, suggests that this is going to get even uglier. So, they're not just including the skin with more inventory slots, they're including other skins that have more advantages if you pay. So let's see what else they have, guys. Data mine suggests that pay to win scenario in DMZ is going to get even worse. File this one under the foobar stats, folks. At least in one case, a future premium skin, Thorns Out, will actually give you a free UAV on deployment. So inventory slots is one thing, but when you start giving people, perks and kill streaks and things like this to deploy with, that's just going way too far for my liking, guys. So we're going to have a look at this. Charlie Intel, this is his tweet that he put out. There's been several bundles added this season. Oh, just opened Twitter, sorry about that. This season, Season 3, to give players a benefit in DMZ, practically making DMZ a pay-to-win experience. Activision should absolutely reconsider and stop attempting to grab sales based on pay-to-win mechanics. This is the thing. So, are they going to walk back this decision if they get enough backlash? And, are we going to see it pop up again in a different type of technique to try and add more pay-to-win mechanics? Companies have got really shady in how they try to do this because they know that there's a lot of backlash with pay-to-win mechanics, live services. So they're always trying to think of ways that they can implement these mechanics and have the least amount of backlash. They're always trying to do it in some way or another. So we need to be on the lookout for that. But yeah, as you can see in this picture here, guys, so DMZ bonus effect, UAV free. This operator skin comes equipped with a free gear item. Item will only equip the slot of them. So if you've got this skin and you have a free slot going into the round, if you haven't got all your backpack kitted out with equipment, leave a free slot and you'll get a UAV. You'll get that when you spawn into the next round. So UAV is a seriously effective tactical equipment in Call of Duty. Pop one of these up and the enemy player or bots will light up on your map. In PvP, in DMZ is often a game of cat and mouse. It's what makes the mode so exciting. Yes, you can acquire UAV as loot in the game, but you have to put in time and effort or get lucky to acquire one. Now it looks like some of you will just be able to spend money to get the new skin and you'll always be granted a UAV. So yeah, you can play an entire round of DMZ and you may never find a UAV. It can just be luck, or if you take down a player who's holding a UAV through skill, so it's either luck or skill. That's what makes DMZ so exciting. You never know what you're going to get and you never know what you're going to find. But if people are buying skins with these, these pre-attached perks in a pay-to-win mechanic, it throws the whole game out of balance. And for me, it kind of turns me off to the game mode, which is a shame because I enjoy playing it. And I hope you guys enjoy playing it as well. Other possible premium skins include free 2-plate armor vests on deployment starting from scratch, which only gives you 1 plate. So yeah, there's going to be people with UAVs starting off. There's going to be people with extra armor starting off as well. And the whole game is just being thrown out of whack, as I say, guys. And it's not fair when you're coming up against other players who have advantages with these pay-to-win skins. The DMZ community, understandably, is not happy about this. Warzone 2.0 in general has had a bit of a rough time with diminishing player numbers. They're going to diminish even further if you keep doing this, guys. So why are we doing it? frustrations over change of how the game felt in the first iteration. In certain literal opportunities for folks to buy their way into greater power in a niche mode like DMZ probably isn't the best way to keep folks eager to continue playing. Yeah, so as kind of, a great fan of Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2, and I think they have done well with this game, and it's pretty good and it feels smooth, the gameplay and everything, and I really enjoy it. But I really hope they don't keep going down this road with DMZ. They're going to turn a lot of people off. It's going to, and it's just going to go down the drain. And it's a shame because it's such a good mode and it's still in its beta, so we don't want it to fail before it's even out of the gate. So guys, before we end the video, I thought I'd go over to Yong Year's YouTube page. He's done a video on this exact topic as well. If you don't know Yong Year, he's a big sort of influencer in the gaming space on YouTube. Just search him up, Yong Year, and then type in Call of Duty, and you'll find his video, which is similar to mine. Obviously, his is 10 times better. He's much of a better YouTuber than me. But yeah, I thought I'd go down to the comment section and see what people are saying on YouTube about this very issue. So yeah, we're just going to go down the comment section and just have a browse and just see what people are thinking. I think until consumers collectively put their foot down and stop buying them, it's unfortunate. It's just going to continue. That's exactly right. There are people that no matter what companies throw at them, they will pay for it because they have nothing better to spend their money on. But then again, like, who are we to tell people what to spend their money on? Unfortunately, people are spending their money and it's hurting us with pay-to-win mechanics. But there's not much we can do unless we we get together collectively, like this guy says here. On the one hand, it's Activision, and I'm not surprised. But on the other, holy shit, this is where it just gets cosmetics were eventually going to lead us. Yeah, because they're saying, oh, it's only cosmetics, that's fine. Oh, but then like slowly put in a pay to win mechanic, attach that to the side of a cosmetic. Nobody will notice, but yeah, we did notice, unfortunately. Worst of all, there's a lot of defenders saying shit like, oh, it's just a backpack, it's not that bad, or UAVs are easier to find in the game anyway. That's exactly what Activision wants you to think. Start with a backpack and then gradually push more lucrative items into bundles like Infinite Blueprint for your loadout. These bundles also give you additional operator slot and blueprint weapon that has a 15-minute cooldown, which is crazy because an insured weapon slot you have to grind out for a 2-hour cooldown. Yeah, so it's giving you a less cooldown as well on your exclusive weapon. Normally you'd nominate a weapon for cooldown. If you lose it in the game, you'd have to wait 2 hours, but now you only have to wait 15 minutes. So that's a huge effect as well. The worst thing you can do in a cosmetic-focused game is to tie gameplay benefits to cosmetic items. It kills customization, as you can either choose to look the way you want and be worse at the game, or wear the same goofy looking hat everybody else because it's the current meta. This honestly pisses me off more than it just sold as a direct pay to win. I completely agree with that. What sucks is people will always buy this kind of stuff. I wish we could all collectively put our foot down. I think we already read that comment, so I'm just going to skip to the next one. Companies intentionally take things too far, but when there's backlash, they scale back just a little bit. This is exactly what I was saying earlier in the video, guys. They get caught doing something shady, and then they just see what they can get away with, and then they go back a little bit. Think of a new shady tactic we can do to implement more microtransactions, and then they come back in a couple of months, try to implement something else, and they just see what they can get away with. This will absolutely be a success because people and gamers in particular never learn and never see long-term effects. The fact that the gaming is in a state it is because this crap used to be in the full product and now it's a subscription service. Seeping into other industries proves this, and this is what it's just cosmetics, bro. Got us. Thanks a lot. Okay, we'll read one more. They've done it. They've actually done it. They've made cosmetics pay to win. I'm of the same sentiment here. Like, I actually can't believe that Call of Duty had done this. I never thought that they would be dumb enough to make this decision. And this cannot last for any longer than other greedy companies get funny ideas. This is what I mean. Call of Duty is it's at the top of the kind of FPS genre. And if they see that Call of Duty are doing it and getting away with it, other companies are gonna, they're gonna pile on and think, well, if Activision can get away with it and Call of Duty can do it, and players aren't going to revolt against it, let's put it in our game as well, because our game's not as popular, so people won't care that much. But yeah, this is just some of the comments here that the guys were making on this content and this issue with the pay to win mechanics, guys. So I'd love to hear what you think. Just jump down into the comment section, let me know what you think about this pay to win mechanics in Call of Duty, and I'll see you soon.